We're in Eindhoven today and we're excited to experience firsthand the city's glow up. A short train ride from Amsterdam takes you to Eindhoven, the 5th largest city in the Netherlands and the one that has an annual light show that's supposedly breathtaking. Eindhoven played a huge part in the production of the light bulb, which is where it got its nickname, the City of Light. And we're going to be experiencing a whole bunch of light today. So join us as we explore everything this unique Dutch city has to offer. From a repurposed hip industrial park next to a giant UFO to a local favorite food, worstenbroodjes. Goedemorgen and welcome back and welcome to Eindhoven. We've been wanting to come to Eindhoven for a very long time, and why, you may ask? It's because every year around the holidays, Eindhoven hosts an event called Glow, and it's supposed to be absolutely awesome. And evidently all of the action begins around the train station, so we'll be back here later this evening. Eindhoven Centraal opened in 1956 and is allegedly designed after an old Philips radio, since Philips, the electronics company, was actually headquartered here for a really long time. I think this claim is pretty controversial since there was never a Philips radio that looked like this, but I think it looks like a radio.
I think it looks like a radio.
Yeah, I mean, regardless though, it's a beautiful train station.
Yeah.
Hard cut. We're starting our day at Meneer de Boer, which is a quirky little breakfast spot that's very close to the train station, and apparently they have the best full English breakfast in the Netherlands.
To be perfectly honest, we've been thinking about this breakfast ever since we boarded the train this morning. What exactly is an English breakfast? It's usually made up of baked beans, potatoes, sausages, fried eggs, toast, bacon, and a roasted tomato. Missing but not missed, the mushrooms and the black pudding.
Let's start with my blueberry pancakes. I wish to be these pancakes. I want to be covered in that thick, creamy syrup. These are obviously American-style pancakes, and they are thick. I couldn't believe how good they tasted. They were so buttery and fluffy, and the blueberries that were mixed in were so tart and juicy. These are the best pancakes I've ever had. Ever.
Ever? Ever? I'm gonna go with some eggs, some beans. Seems like a good start, right? Yeah. This is awesome. And so is this. Wow. Maybe not London good. That's pretty good.
Netherlands good?
Netherlands good. Oh yeah, you're supposed to be the best of the Netherlands, right?
It's, you know.
Mission accomplished.
And later on in this video, we're going to be trying a worstenbroodje for the very first time. So we're excited to see how this differs from one of our favorites, which is a sausijzenbroodje. And y'all know we're going to get to the bottom of this in this video. But first, we're going to explore Eindhoven. Hey look, it's a John F. Kennedy lawn. I don't know, maybe he came here? Like, came here? We're at the Flying Pins, which is one of the more prominent landmarks in Eindhoven, and I guess it symbolizes a bowling ball and pins, but this is huge. This is like 8.5 by 6.5 meters, and it's just like massive. The Berenkuil is a place where graffiti artists are able to create graffiti. There's really not much to say about this square. It was built in 1973 to help manage traffic, but the real gem of the place is all of the art. You can walk around here all day, and it is massive.
All day? I don't know about that.
Maybe like you could walk around here for an hour. It's really big and beautiful.
Yes.
Just like me.
Oh God, it's about to rain. Help us. Is this Anton Phillips? Yeah. Help us, Anton Phillips.
You're only home. Actually, let's go this way.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is Strijp-S. This used to be one of Philips's 3 major industrial parks, along with Strijp-T and Strijp-R. And today it's been completely rehabbed and is an amazing mix of like eclectic, funk, and industrial.
Eclectic funk.
Eclectic funk. Why did I say that? Innovation.
There you go.
And industrial.
Yeah. And what else? A chair.
A chair.
A yellow chair.
Do you want to see if I can go get on it?
You can't get on that chair. There's no way. She was not committed to the bit. She immediately stopped running towards the chair as soon as I turned off the camera.
I don't want to get arrested.
They're not going to arrest you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1916, Anton Phillips kicked off Strijp-S with a light bulb factory. Fast forward to the 90s, Philips gradually started to reduce their presence here, and in 2002, the city snagged the land for 140 million euros.
No, not too far. This fish is gonna break. Ow.
I definitely don't think the shots I'm getting are doing this neighborhood justice. It's very industrial. Like, it just looks like it's still the Philips industrial park, but there's so many cute shops and like cute restaurants and like cafes and everything, and I don't know, it's just like the vibes here are just super interesting.
Yeah, I think if you were just like walking around, you would think there wasn't a lot here, but like if you look closer, there's stuff everywhere.
Yeah, it's like they're cosplaying as like an industrial park, except it's like actually authentic, and they just like really kept the authenticity, which is really cool. You can even hear the work that they're doing, because I think they're building a lot more residency
it's a really
here.
Cool building.
Yeah. And if you can't tell, I'm in love with this clock tower. This is just absolutely incredible. Gorgeous.
This is Evoluon. I think that's how you say it. It sounds very French, but it's a museum and it was built by Philips in 1966, and now it is a landmark in Eindhoven. I mean, look at this thing. It's a freaking UFO. It's so cool. It's a UFO.
It's a UFO.
It's a UFO! The Philips Museum closed in 1989 and then became a conference center of some sort, but now it's a science museum, and they currently have an exhibit on space farming, which sounds really interesting. But unfortunately, we're not going to go into the museum today, but we just had to stop by to take a look at it. Because, I mean, look at it. It's a UFO!
Oh, wait. It's a UFO!
We've been doing a lot of walking today, and I think we deserve a little treat. So we've stopped by the Pastry Club, and they have these amazing looking pastries that are hopefully I hope they taste as good as they look.
Hopefully as what? As good as they look?
Hopefully, I don't know what I was gonna say. Also, fun fact about this place, you can learn how to make some of these pastries because they host workshops. Mine's the pastry of the day that I got on looks alone. I have no idea what's inside of it, so let's find out. It smells moussey. It's chocolate mousse that's like really sweet with a mild chocolate flavor, which is like super soft and like fluffy. And then it's got, I think it has a speculoos cookie underneath it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So it's like fluffy chocolate mousse on top of a spiced cookie. Yes, this is tasty. All right, we're gonna rest, check into our hotel, and wait for it to get dark.
And wait for the rain to stop, probably.
I hope so.
It's about the rain.
Yeah.
I know it's going to come up in the comments. It's not that the rain bothers us. It's that I'm carrying a very expensive camera and I'm very worried about it when it starts pouring rain.
Yeah, if we weren't filming everything, we would still do all of it in the rain. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah. But vlogging it, it's a different challenge.
It's still raining pretty hard outside, so we thought we'd take a minute before we head out to tell you a little bit about Glow and what makes it so special. Glow is a light festival that runs every year here in Eindhoven for about a week. It's full of a ton of different art installations that you can enjoy on your own for free, or you can opt for a guided tour. The route from point to point is about 5 kilometers long, so let's see how far we get tonight. We're back at Eindhoven Centraal, and if you're coming here just for Glow, this is a great place to begin your journey. Okay, let's get going. This neo-Gothic church was built in 1867 and it replaced the previous St. Catherine's Church that was built in 1232. I bet Eindhoven was really different back then.
Yeah, I don't think they had an annual light show called Glow.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
And this church features two 73-meter towers that are nicknamed David and Maria. And like many of the churches in our vlogs, it sustained a lot of damage during World War II. But these beautiful stained glass windows were brought to us via the post-war restoration.
Which one do you think is David and which one do you think is Maria?
I think Maria is the one with the lights on it.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just getting Maria vibes from that one. There's supposed to be a really awesome spot to grab dinner nearby, so I'm pretty hungry. You wanna go?
No.
We are at Downtown Gourmet Market. This is a giant food hall reminiscent of Food Holland in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. There are a bunch of little vendors operating here all in one place, which means we can both get what we want tonight. The best part about this place is that you order on your phone, so once you find a place to sit, you can stay put. Then you can mix and match menu items between all of the different vendors here and come up with a crazy combination of food that's uniquely you. And in our case, that meant pizza, jalapeno poppers, banh mi, and dumplings.
If you watch our vlog, you know we love jalapeno poppers. The jalapeno popper. Oh no.
Yep. They'll scald you. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
You didn't even dip it.
This is a spicy salami pizza, which is just a fancy pepperoni pizza. Let's be real.
It smells really good.
It's a really good pizza.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like it's got the perfect amount of cheese. I always feel like sometimes they go a little light on the cheese. And the peppers are like kind of spicy, or maybe that's the salami. The crust is really good. It's not soggy at all, even in the middle. And it's really hot. This is a good pizza. Oh yeah.
I haven't had a banh mi in a minute. When was the last time I had a banh mi? A year ago? Just nodding her head.
It's not going to look this way, but this was actually a good banh mi. I love the fresh coriander and the crunchy carrots that you get on the sandwich, and this is me explaining the importance of crusty bread on a banh mi. You don't need to hear that today. It was a fine banh mi.
All right, it's time to glow back outside. So what'd you think of Eindhoven
Well, we're not done with Eindhoven yet. You're talking about it in the past tense.
so far?
I was really impressed with Strijp-S. I just don't see that kind of authenticity and the effort to actually keep a lot of the neighborhood of areas like that. Glow in prior years actually had installations set up in Strijp-S, and I'm bummed that we didn't get to see those, but I'm hopeful that they'll come back in the future because I just think it would be like the perfect place to have some of those art installations.
Maybe next year?
Yeah, maybe next year. What about you?
The food here is so good and I can't wait to try more today. But I mean, I think Eindhoven has a lot to offer in terms of like restaurants and bars. It's definitely a great place to go to eat.
Yeah.
Also, the view from this hotel is incredible.
There's Eindhoven Station. Okay, we have one more exciting thing to do here in Eindhoven before we head back home, and that's finally try the infamous worstenbroodjes, which many of you have mentioned and asked us to try, and we're excited to try them.
I can't wait.
And we're honestly really hungry.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good breakfast.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. We are at Houben Worstenbrood, and here they make all kinds of worstenbroodjes. We may have ordered too many, but it's for science, and I'll tell you why. Worstenbroodjes are a specialty of the province that we're currently in, which is North Brabant. And when we Googled them, they sounded awfully similar to sausijzenbroodjes. And if you want to see us try that Dutch staple food, sausijzenbroodjes, from all of the major Dutch chains, be sure to check out that video after this one. So the big difference from what I understand is sausijzenbroodjes are a sausage that's wrapped around a puff pastry, and worstenbroodjes are wrapped in something that's a bit more akin to bread. They are beautiful. Seeing them all stacked there, they have this like really shiny exterior, and it just looks like a little delicious bread roll. Honestly, it kind of looks like a hot dog bun, like a gourmet hot dog bun. Let's give it a try.
Ooh.
The bread is amazing. You get like a little bit of like a crisp from it at the top, and it's just like so soft and airy. And the sausage inside is pretty mild, but it's just really warm and savory. And I'm gonna take another bite of this one so I can accurately compare it to the others. It's really similar to a worstenbroodje, except I mean the main difference is the bread. It's a little less like buttery and indulgent in my opinion, because the bread is a bit more plain. So it's kind of all dependent on what you like. If you like bread a little bit more, this is probably your favorite. If you like a croissant more, then go for the worstenbroodje.
This place also has a bunch of really interesting looking specialty worstenbroodjes. I think this is the truffle one.
Let's find out.
Maybe this is the truffle one. It's got some beautiful sesame seeds on top. Mmm. This is the vegan one. This is delicious. Did not intend to jump around here, but wow. It scratches that sausage itch. And I actually really like the seeds on top a lot. I think it adds a lot of crunch, adds a lot of additional flavor to it. I would maybe get the regular worstenbroodje with the seeds on top in a perfect world. But unfortunately, the world that we live in is far from perfect. Okay, now that I've tried the regular and the vegan, let's give this truffle one another try. Okay. It's there. It's a very mild truffle flavor. I don't know, maybe that's all you want in the morning. Maybe you don't need to get a punch in the face with truffle right when you wake up.
The next one, we're not 100% sure exactly what it is. Okay, so what it looks like to me is actually like a sort of wheat or like seedy bread on the outside. And I think she said there was chicken inside.
You gonna break it apart?
Sausage. Yeah, let's break it apart.
Let's see what we're getting into here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The sausage looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's chicken. Let's give it a try. The wheat is excellent. I like the outside of it more because it does have a little bit more like girth. No. Because it does have a little bit more like heft to it with the bread. It does overpower the inside a little bit. So you can't really like taste the chicken sausage or whatever this is inside of it. But overall, I do really like this one.
Pick your favorite.
Oh, my favorite. My favorite is the vegan one. But again, I think it's just because I like the sesame seeds on top of it. So I think if we could get the sesame seeds on top of the traditional, the chicken.
The world's not perfect.
We've got a few exciting videos queued up for y'all in the next few weeks. We are revisiting 2 of our favorite cities in the Netherlands. Can you guess which ones they are? Let us know in the comments below. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Doei!